Hey my kings and queens, it is your girl Jay, and I am back with a new video for you guys. So first things first, guys, is I'm very tired, but I made a commitment to you guys that I would post Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and I am willing to put my tiredness, my pride, whatever it is to the side to post for my kings and queens because I love you guys that much. My subscribers has grew a lot, and I just want to just take a minute and thank each and one of you that watch me, each and one of you that comment, that DM me. I just want to thank you for your support. I'm gonna keep putting content out for you guys because, guys, y'all just don't know how good y'all make me feel when I get DMs from you guys, and y'all tell me, oh, you're so funny, you're so sweet, I love your personality. That is what keeps me pushing. So guys, I really appreciate all the love that you give me, and yeah, just thank you, my kings and queens. So today's video is going to be another story time. Okay guys, this story time is a little touchy for me. Even though it's been so many years ago, it's still pretty touchy to me. This is a story about the first time I was played / the first time I actually had a heartbreak. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the story. Well, I was in 8th grade, and guys, in 8th grade I was not very big on talking to boys because when I was younger I was always rejected by boys because of the fact that I was a big girl. So they would often reject me, and I just was like, well, forget it, you know, I'm not gonna keep telling boys I like them and they're gonna keep telling me I don't like you back. I'm just not gonna do it anymore. You know, if a boy comes to me, a boy comes to me. But even at that time when boys would come to me, you know how ignorant people are. They'd be like, oh, what's the face want to holler at you? And you'd be like, boy, if you don't get, like, that's just exactly how I reacted to it. So like I said, I was in 8th grade and I was rejected a lot. Like back in 5th grade, I told a boy I liked him. He said he didn't like me back, but later on when we graduated, he was trying to smash, you know. But that's another story for another time. Okay, so like I said, I was in 8th grade and I never rode the bus in the afternoon because I would always get lost on which bus I was supposed to ride because there was just so many buses that went to like the same places, and I never knew which bus to get on. So I just was like, Mom, can you just pick me up down the hill? So I walked down this big old hill. Like, this hill was so big, and I was always scared that I was just gonna lose my balance and tumble down this dang hill. But by the grace of God, I never did. So I would walk down the hill every day. So I'm walking down, I'm getting ready to walk down the hill, and this boy, y'all know when I do my story times, I don't use people's names, or, you know, I change the letters of the name. So this boy named Eric, he hollered at me from the bus. Okay, so automatically I'm like, no, baby. No, baby, I'm not gonna talk to you. I don't know you. You hollering at me from a bus. You couldn't have, you know, came at me more direct. But y'all, let me tell you, in 8th grade, I was very, my confidence was so much lower than it was now. And my self-esteem was very low. So just to have a little bit of attention from a boy, it did, you know, boost my confidence, made me feel good because I had been so rejected so many times by different boys. It was just like, finally I have a boy that likes me or want to holler at me. Let me give him a chance. Let me give Eric a chance. So I don't know how it all came about, but I ended up with his number and we ended up talking. So Eric was in the 9th grade. And, you know, I felt like I was doing something because I was talking to a 9th grader. You know how us girls is. When we talking to older boys, we be feeling ourselves, you know. So we talked throughout all 8th grade. And guys, I thought Eric was so fine, y'all. Eric could do whatever he wanted to me. Like, that's just the point of this story. Like, I liked Eric so much. I thought he was so fine. When I would walk past him in the hallways, he'd be looking all good. I'm just like, this boy right here, you know. And, you know, me and Eric, we would talk on the phone every night or almost every night, you know, on the phone doing some things we weren't supposed to. You know, back in the day when you was young and dumb, you know. Yeah, so, you know, me and Eric, all I really wanted from Eric was to be his girlfriend. Like, I would ask him, so, okay, when I'm gonna be your girlfriend, you know. I was young and naive, and like, you know, now it's like I will never chase after a dude, because I was literally like chasing after this, and I will never do that again. Like, it really broke me down as a human being, and it just showed how weak-minded I was at the time. So, you know, a year go by, we were still talking. Okay, he moved to 10th grade. So with him moving to 10th grade, Eric was going to another school, the high school now, and I was still stuck in 9th grade at the same school. So, so when Eric moved to another school, you know, me and him still talked or whatever, but I ended up moving to another school out of the area. So, y'all already know that I told y'all my 9th and 10th grade years were, those 2 years were the worst years of my life. I will repeat it over and over again. I don't care. So y'all already know that those years was rough. So I ended up moving schools, and me and Eric still talked, even though I was living in a whole nother city now. Me and him still talked. We still, you know, talked on the phone and everything. So I want to say it was in 10th grade, y'all. 10th grade was like, it was like 10 was the magic number for some messy stuff. Like, y'all, this school was just so messy, and drama was going on every day. People was talking about each other behind each other's back. Like, it was too much. It was just too much. I'm just going to say it like that. So, you know, I'm in 10th grade, and me and Eric have been talking a while, and I'm just like, all I really want is to be Eric's girlfriend. Like, I really, really liked him. Like, no, like, my best friend, if she was here, she would vouch for me of how much I really, really liked Eric. And, like I said, in my eyes, Eric could do no wrong. Like, I really liked Eric. So, you know, I had a computer class in 10th grade. And the computer class, the desks were in rows or whatever. And I was talking to my cousin, Chloe. And me and Chloe was just talking, and I was telling her about Eric. And I was telling her, you know, I really like Eric, and I really want Eric to be my boyfriend or whatever. And she was like, well, if you like him, you know, you should tell him. You should let him know how you feel. So I go home that night, and I'm like, I really have a one-on-one talk with Eric, and I'm like, Eric, either you're gonna be my boyfriend or either you're not gonna be my boyfriend. Because, like, literally, guys, I'm telling you, I like literally begged this dude to be my boyfriend, and I'm like so ashamed of that now, because I will never do that stuff again. Like, never. So when it came down to it, Eric said, okay, finally, yes, we can be together. Okay, so me and Eric were together, whatever. And I go to school the next day, and I'm telling Chloe all about what happened, that I listened to her advice. And I'm like, you know, I asked him to be my boyfriend. Well, I didn't technically ask him to be my boyfriend. I just was like, when am I going to be your girlfriend? He was like, okay, well, we could be together or whatever. So she was like, well, I'm so happy for you. So y'all know, listening ears is a running mouth, okay? So it was a girl behind me and Chloe. She was listening in on our conversation, and her name was Rose. Okay, so Rose went back and told her friend named Lily that I talked to Eric. Okay, so the next morning I go to school. You know, I'm happy. Me and Eric have been on the phone all night. And the next day I go to school and I'm walking into school and I'm getting ready to go towards the cafeteria. So Rose and Lily are sitting in the auditorium. And Rose yells out, "Hey Jay." I'm like, yeah, what's up, Rose? She's like, "Do you talk to Eric?" I was like, "Yeah, Eric's that's my boyfriend," or whatever. And they giggled. Rose and Lily giggled. And I was like, "Wow, what's up?" She was like, "No reason." And I was like, "Okay." And I went on about my day or whatever. So my guess was that Lily went and asked Eric about the situation. And, you know, I'm having a good day, minding my business. And I get a message from Eric. And he's like, "You need to stop running your mouth telling people that we're together." Excuse me? Huh? Come again, say what? So I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I don't know how it happened, but either he called me or I called him one, and we ended up on the phone together. So he was explaining to me, how Lily was his girlfriend. Yes, y'all. Lily was his girlfriend. That Lily was his girlfriend. And that I need to keep my mouth shut because we don't even talk like that. And it was just a lot of hoopla. That's all that it was. It was a lot of hoopla. So guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was so hurt. When I got off that phone, I cried for like a week. I was so hurt because I don't want to say that I was in love with Eric, but I was most definitely in lust with him. I really, really liked Eric, and it hurt me down to my core that he made me look so dumb, and that at the end of the day, he was angry with me over some stuff that he did. Like, you couldn't have let me know. Like, I know after all this time, I'm telling you what school I go to. I'm explaining to you, I see Lily in the hallway. He might not have known that I knew Lily like that, but he could have told me, "Well, I have a girlfriend that goes to your school, and her name is Lily," and everything would have been smoothed over. I would have never been out here looking stupid, and I would have not been crying. Like, y'all, legit, this was the worst heartbreak I had. And I just was so hurt because I really, really, really liked Eric. And Eric was the first boy that I was serious with. Like, y'all, I wanted Eric to be my first everything. I wanted Eric to be my first real relationship. I wanted Eric to be my first kiss. I wanted Eric to take my virginity. Like, I wanted Eric to be my first everything. And it hurt me so bad. Like, it hurt me down to my core that Eric played me so good. I'm going to school with this girl. I see this girl every day. And you couldn't have told me that this was your girlfriend? Like, it just really hurt me deep down to my core. So after that, I completely cut Eric off. So guys, at the time, I had an older cousin. Her name was Natasha. She was dating Eric's uncle. Okay, so one day, Natasha and Eric's uncle were around each other, and Eric was around them, whatever. And Eric kept trying to get me to get on the phone. Like, I'm talking to my cousin Natasha, we having a good conversation, and she tells me that Eric is there. And, I'm just like, okay, well, that's cool, that's good for him. He's there. Yay. Okay. So I guess he kept saying, Natasha, hey, I want to talk to Jay. Hey, I want to talk to Jay. And I just was like, no, I don't want to talk to him. Like, no, I do not want to talk to him. And he kept trying to get me on the phone. She kept saying, well, he really want to talk to you. He really want to talk to you. I was like, no, I don't want to talk to him. Like, when I tell you this dude hurt me to my core, y'all, I mean, this dude really hurt me to my core. Like, it was like bad. And like, this dude had met my mom and everything. Like, I had explained to her who Eric was. I had explained to my mom that I wanted Eric to be my first and everything. Like, I was just so shook about the whole thing. Like, it just was all a surprise to me because I never expected it. And, you know, I was so embarrassed to go back to school and face Lily and Rose, because now I knew the reason that they were giggling, because I was out here looking stupid. And like, that's the moral of the story, girls and guys. Don't be out here looking stupid for nobody, because you don't know. And be careful who you talk around, because a listening ear is a running mouth. All they do is hoopla, hoopla. They can't wait to tell the next person. So you have to be careful who you speak around, and you have to be careful who you dealing with, because people are shysty out here. And if you really genuinely like somebody, you need to check and see if they got a girlfriend or whatever, because it really hurt me, only because I'm not that person. Like, I have been in situations where I have dealt with people who have been in relationships, and it hurt me, because I believe in karma. I believe in what goes around comes back around. And I would never want my boyfriend or my husband to put me through the same situation. I would never want that. Like, I would never want that. So I never understood why people are so okay with, you know, being with somebody else's man and stuff, because I have a conscience. I have a conscience, and it eats me alive whenever I'm doing anything wrong. So I can't, like, I just can't. But guys, all I want to say is I really learned my lesson. I have no more low self-esteem. I am very confident within myself. I love myself. I know what I deserve. I don't have to deal with situations like that anymore. Because it's not worth the heartache or the headache. It really isn't. So guys, I really hope y'all have enjoyed this story time of the story of the first time I got played / my first heartbreak. If you guys want more story times, drop a comment below or just DM me and let me know, and I will keep these stories coming for you guys. I love you, my kings and queens. I will see you Monday for a motivational Monday. So yeah, bye guys.